Alright, so for this video, I am tackling the project of re-caulking my garden tub. As you can see, I'm embarrassed to show it, but I have let it get full of mold or mildew, whatever this is. It looks horrible, but I also need to just clean the tub. But yeah, this needs to be taken care of as soon as possible. So I'm just giving you some close-ups of how bad it has gotten. Like I said, I'm embarrassed by it. It's a project I put off for a while, but also here you can see the tile, some of the grout. I don't believe all of that is, I don't believe that's a mold issue. I just think the grout is worn down. So I've got some grout tile paint pens that you can buy. I got those from Amazon. So I'm going to try to touch that up with that tile paint. And so I'm just slowly giving you an overview of, just what needs to be done. So that's what we're going to tackle in this video. Okay, so I've moved those items that were there, and now I'm going to spray on the cleaner and get the tub clean all around the tub, and then I'm gonna spray a bleach-based cleaner on this mold so we can begin to, or mildew, so we can begin to get that clean off before we start scraping. That's just what they recommend you do. You need to always clean your surface before you start any work, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just going to spray some cleaner all over. The cleaner I'm using is Scrubbing Bubbles. Okay, as you can see, I've sprayed on the cleaner all over. And so I'm just gonna let it sit for 20 minutes, let it do its thing, and then I'll come back and scrub everything clean. Okay, now I've cleaned with that tool. Now I'm going to clean with my microfiber cloth. Okay, so everything's been cleaned with the scrubbing bubbles cleaner that I used. I used that long handle tool to clean the towel, as you saw, the towel in the tub. And I also used that microfiber cleaning towel to just kind of go behind that. And so this is where we are right now. And next I'm going to tackle this mold and mildew, that's over where I'm going to work. I'm going to spray it down with that bleach based cleaner and let that sit on it for a while, and then I'll wipe that off. All right, so this is the cleaner that I'm going to use with bleach. It's just a basic Great Value brand cleaner. Bleach cleaner is fresh scent. And I'm just spraying over everything. Like I said, I'm just gonna let that sit for a while. Okay, I've let that bleach cleaner set on for a while, so now I'm going to wipe down everything with my cloth. All right, so I'm giving another view here. I've finished wiping off all the bleach cleaner on all the surfaces, and so I'm done with that part. All right, so I'm gonna get started, and I'm just taking down the shower curtain just to move it out of the way so I have a nice clean workspace and not trip over the shower curtain. All right, so this is the caulk removing and caulk application tool that I got from Amazon. It was handy, but as I was going along in the project, I noticed that it really it wasn't getting the job done. But you'll see as I go along that I start to use other tools. So I mean, it's a cool tool and all, but I really didn't use it much for this project. Okay, so I started getting frustrated with the caulking tool by itself, so I added in using this little putty knife tool. It came in really handy. I really like using this. So yeah, so I started adding this in. And I just find that with a lot of projects, you think they're going to go smoothly, but you're always going to hit some snags or hiccups when you get into these projects, and they end up taking a lot longer than you think they're going to take. But you press through and you put in all the hard work, and you really appreciate it more once you're done with the project, realizing what all that were able to accomplish. So just thankful that I was able to work my way through it. So I'm still going along. I'm getting to this part, and I'm finding this part that was the most difficult part. The caulk was very deep in this area. So I struggled a little bit to get that out. But I mean, the caulking tool was helpful looking back on the video, but yeah, that putty knife, I wouldn't have been able to get through it nearly as quickly without that putty knife. So yeah, I'm still pushing my way through it. All right, so this is the part of the project where I grabbed the hammer and used that with a putty knife. That was a game changer in this project. So you see, and also I've kind of sped up the video because, I mean, how long do you want to watch me do that in, in that other speed? So anyway, I added using the hammer, and that just really helped so much to finish getting this done more quickly. So yeah, this was a great addition having this done. Okay, so now I'm finally done. So now I'm cleaning up all the caulk that was pulled out. So now I'm applying the bleach cleaner again. Now that I removed all the caulk, I want to spray that bleach cleaner inside and around all of those cracks, and just to kill any mold or mildew that is, within those cracks. So I'm just going to saturate those areas with that bleach cleaner. So this bag is just full of all the caulk that I cleaned up, so I'm just sweeping up the area. So it was a lot more difficult than I thought. The tool I had was pretty wide. This tool is supposed to be a caulk removing tool, this one, and I think this part helps you to glide it and smooth it when you apply the caulk later, but this tool just was too big. It helped some, but the lifesaver for me was this tool. I forget what you call it, and a hammer. So this was a lifesaver for me, just having these on hand, and I got desperate. I got in my toolbox and I pulled out scissors, a razor blade, and but I didn't need it, thankfully, and a screwdriver with the flat end, just in case I needed to get in the grooves. This probably could have helped too, the hammer, but really the lifesaver of it all was, again, this and the hammer. That really sped up what I was trying to do and was just a lifesaver for me. So I figured it's probably safe for me to put a mask on once I was really getting into it. And this project I let go by way too long before I addressed it, but I sprayed some bleach, before I did this, which you saw in the previous footage, and I sprayed more bleach in here. This is a prevention for mold and mildew. Bleach kills mold and mildew, so I sprayed it very well in there, and I'm just going to let it sit, dry, and then I'm going to apply the caulking. So this is caulk that is mold and mildew resistant, and it's made for kitchen, bath, and plumbing, so it's made for tubs. And so I have 2 of these, but getting that I really removed deep in there a lot of the old caulk, I think I'm gonna need way more than this. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot and just pick me up maybe 1 or 2, because it doesn't hurt for me to have this on hand all the time to use as I need it. And so yeah, so what I'm gonna do, oh yeah, and it's 100% waterproof as well. So I'm going to hold off on this, let it dry with that bleach in there, and I'm going to later in the evening apply the caulking. And then I think they say, I forget how long they recommend that you allow this to cure. Yeah, wait 24 hours before exposing to water. So when I caulk this later, I'm gonna have to let this cure for 24 hours before I use this tub and shower again. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna go get some more caulk. So this ends the video for bathroom project part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.